The concept here is one random NFL game every day, and there's a story to every game. If there's not, I'll just make one up. On November 20th, 2005, at Invesco Field at Mile High, the 7-2 Denver Broncos hosted the 2-7 New York Jets. Denver was favored by 13, there were 76,255 present, and it was 61 degrees. In all-time head-to-head play, the Broncos were 15, 14, and 1 against New York.
Broncos, it's the New York Jets with rookie Justin Miller looking up into that bright Colorado sky inside the 5. Hit by Alexander and then brought down on the play by Pema, quarterback. And the end around goes to Justin McCarrons, the ex-Tennessee Titan, who is shoved out of bounds near the 30-yard line by Ferguson. Second down and 2. A block by Gregg and a throw which is caught by Lavernius Coles at the 46. The tackle made by Darren Williams, gain of 17, as well as a dangerous return man. This is Curtis Martin on 1st and 10, second down and 7. Martin again, the 11-year veteran, and hit and brought down by Michael Myers near midfield, about a gain of a yard, and in fact he moves into Denver territory. Michael Myers still on that line. Ekuban has come in, 3rd and 6, as they go outside on a pass, caught by Coles and brought down by Champ Bailey. Another rookie, Darren Williams, out of Oklahoma State. On the snap by Dirth, and Williams will let it bounce in front with a great spin. And at about the 4-yard line, it is down by the Jets. Field from the 5. It is 1st and 10 for Jake Plummer, dumping it off to the aforementioned Anderson. Brought down by Jonathan Vilma, spinning at the 14-yard line on a gain of 9. Mike Anderson, the former Rookie of the Year, and he's brought down by Vilma. 18-yard line, it is 1st and 10. Plummer goes to Rod Smith, the 35-year-old wide receiver, works his way to the 31. Justin Miller and Mark Brown are there. Play action by Jake Plummer, the straight. And he throws again. Smith again with the catch. The touch made on him by Eric Coleman. Putzier is on the top of your screen. And this is Mike Anderson, who crawls his way to the 48-yard line. Victor Hobson was there, along with James Reed. Gain of 3. Receiver second down and 7. One tight end is Alexander. The handoff goes to Anderson. Good cut inside before he's brought down by Hobson. It's 1st and 10 for quarterback Jake Plummer. With play action, the fake went to Tatum Bell. And being chased by Brian Thomas and brought down by Mark Brown. Has now come out on the defensive line for the Jets. This is Tatum Bell out of Oklahoma State. Brought down by newly instated Lance Legree. Broncos drive from the 36. This is Tatum Bell, who is averaging more yards per carry than any other running back in the NFL. Picking up 4 down to the 32-yard line, and he was brought down by both Ellis and Vilma. Ends here for Plummer. And Legree is at the feet of Plummer, but the quarterback got it off to Bell, and it was incomplete with the coverage by Vilma in the linebacking core. Adams out of Hofstra, and here's a block by Anderson in time for Plummer, and he overshoots Lee, who is covered by Law, and there was a late hit by Celestin.
Prior to the pass, holding, 24, defense, 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, automatic first down.
Line back to 4 defensive backs for the Jets. Plummer, and that is caught with a hit by Justin Miller on receiver Rod Smith. 2 tight ends in for Plummer. He throws to one of them, Steven Alexander, the former Detroit Lion and Washington Redskins second-round pick. He's down to the 5. He picks up 9. 2 tight ends in for Plummer. Here comes Tatum Bell, brought down by Victor Hobson at the 5 with little gain. In fact, no gain on the play. That's Putzier, the tight end in motion, who offers a block for Anderson, who was tripped up by Robertson, and then brought down by Trevor Johnson near the 2-yard line. Gain of 3. Nice fake by Plummer to the end zone, incomplete, looking for Kyle Johnson, who was covered by Hobson, and there is no yellow on the field. Mike Anderson knifing his way into the end zone for the Denver Broncos in a touchdown. Up a lot of time in this first quarter with the hold from Jake Plummer.
A few of the teams in this league haven't had any injuries.
Kickoff by Sauerbrunn after the 1-yard touchdown run. This is the rookie Miller from the goal line. He's out of Clemson, and he was banged on the play by reserve fullback Cecil Sapp. First down and 10. Bollinger with some play action to Martin. And the pass to Gerald Soule, who is brought down by Williams, the rookie. Bollinger falls down. And then falling on top of him is the hefty Michael Myers. He has come in as a third receiver for Bollinger. And there's a block on Ecubon by Gregg, but there goes a very good running quarterback in Bollinger. And belted out of bounds by the middle linebacker, Al Wilson. Secondary for the Broncos. It is 1st and 10 for Bollinger. Pocket down, and he goes down too. 30-yard line. That was Al Wilson who came through, and Bollinger is hurt. 30-yard line. Here comes the blitz by Ferguson, and Bollinger going deep and looking for McCarron's, and stride for stride with him was the 5-time Pro Bowler Champ Bailey. Foxworth in the secondary is a 5th defensive back. They've got to get to the 46. The pass goes to Doug Jolly. The former Raider is belted on the play by Darren Williams. It's a gain of 5. The gain is to the 35, and for a second consecutive possession, the New York Jets have got a punt.
5-second plus hang time.
So Graham gets it away, and Williams goes and chases it back to about the 7-yard line. He had 9 returns for touchdowns in college. He is brought down by Rashad Washington, among others, along with Joel Dreesen, a reserve tight end. From the 11-second possession for Plummer, and the handoff goes to Mike Anderson, who takes it near the 15-yard line, hit by Eric Coleman. Mike Anderson again. He hurdles over Coleman, and then he is stopped in the secondary by Miller. He is at about the 26-yard line. 1st down and 10. Plummer, and that's caught by Putzier. He's out to midfield, and he is brought down on the play by the rookie Kerry Rhodes out of Louisville. 26-yard pickup. 49 of the Jets. 1st and 10 with an empty backfield. That's DeVoe, grabbed by Ty Law.
Fear of sort of living down to the expectations.
No New York defensive changes. The new entrant in the game is the guy with the ball. That's Tatum Bell, who is brought down by Victor Hobson out of Michigan. Gain of 5, 1st and 10. Good block by Lepsis, the left tackle, and off the fingertips of Bell, who is covered on the side, and a flag is down.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact. 24, defense. 5-yard penalty, 1st down.
18 plays, 1-yard Anderson touchdown run. Anderson with the block here for Plummer, and it goes across the middle, which Ashley Lilly pulls down. LeGree is on the defensive line, as is Brian Thomas. No entrance for the Jets. And he slings it out for Lilly, who drops it. 21 of the Jets, 2nd Denver possession. Mike Anderson bulldozing his way in. Looked like Victor Hobson got a handle on him. After Adams and Smith, the receivers. 9th play of the drive. 1st down. They toss it out to Mike Anderson. A block by Hamilton, and it was blown up by James Reed near the 14-yard line on a gain of 5. For Johnson on that defensive line. 2nd down and 5. It's Tatum Bell in the backfield, and 2 tight ends for Jake Plummer. And here comes Bell out of Oklahoma State, and torn down after a meager gain of a half yard. And the aforementioned Derek Strait. Putzier is the 2nd tight end. Handoff to Anderson. And a great play by Jonathan Vilma. But I think he got enough for the 1st down. Vilma got him, but Anderson is so strong. This is Putzier. And Anderson from Plummer. And let's see, Ellis is in there along with a bunch of other defensive linemen, including LeGree. Gain of 2 down to the 7. 2 tight ends remain. And Anderson hit by Vilma and brought down the Rookie of the Year a season ago in the National Football League on defense. 3rd and goal at the 3. And Plummer loses his helmet and goes down. It was torn off by Abraham, and then Plummer was brought down by Law. A 26-yard try. Plummer puts down a high snap, and 3 more on the board for Denver, but the Jets defense did hold him out when it was 1st and goal at the 9. Vinny Testaverde sets to come in. He's been battling a calf and an Achilles injury. And the kickoff to Justin Miller inside the 5-yard line. He fumbles the ball. It's loose inside the 20-yard line. The Broncos think they've got it. And we have not seen an official declaration from our crew. They continue to unravel the bodies at about the 18, and it is Denver's ball. Pocket crumbling. Here goes Jake Plummer on the fly. A block from his tight end, Steven Alexander. He gets a block downfield from Bell, and he's inside the 5 and belted by Abraham. They'll mark him near the 2. A weaving run of 16 yards by the quarterback, 30-year-old Jake Plummer, including Legree on the defensive line for the Jets. Mike Anderson looking for his second touchdown today, and he's got it. Another 1-yard touchdown run by Anderson. Fumbled kickoff return by the rookie Miller. The extra point by Elam makes it 17-0. First,
The quarterback for the New York Jets.
kickoff return is not a possession. And so Miller will leave it in the end zone here. He fumbled. Back on the kickoff, 1st and 10. Blocked by Gregg in time for Testaverde, who hits McCarron's, who is at the 35. He was Tim Veal and Ecubon for the Jets. Fumbling right there. Denver jumped on the ball.
In Kansas City with Kevin Mawai, and he hasn't gotten much better.
1st and 10. It's a little pass, a screen pass to Tatum Bell, who is brought down by James Reed. 20 Green is coming at the right tackle. 2nd down and 5. Tatum Bell. And Abraham is in there with Reed. Gainer defensive line. There are 2 tight ends in there, and this is Bell. Weaving his way into the grasp of Vilma. He's got a 1st down, gain of 5, 4 Jet defense. And Plummer caught by Bell. Flag is thrown. Touchdown, I believe, that he crossed.
The illegal touching by the receiver, number 26, went out of bounds, came back, and was the first to touch the ball. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Backs for the Jets, numbering 6, and this is Bell with the block by Cornell Green and tackle by Brian Thomas. Flag is down.
Holding, 50. Offense, 10-yard penalty. Replay 1st down.
Smith in motion, one of 3 Denver receivers, including Adams, and there's a pass outside, which was read perfectly by the rookie Kerry Rhodes. It's a gain of 6 by Rod Smith. 45 starts at Hofstra University. The pass outside is caught by Lee, who was grabbed by Garrett Strait. Lee, the all-time leading receiver, and Plummer, good block by Lexus. That's caught by Lee, who was whacked by Oliver Celestin. The gain is to the 7-yard line. Plummer looks into all that congestion. He's already had 1 run today for 17 yards. Throws in the end zone here, and it's incomplete, although a great-looking one-handed grab was made for the 4 receivers remain for Plummer. He fires down low, and it's caught at the 1-yard line. Anderson in the backfield, puts here one of the 2 tight ends, and Plummer chased by Robertson. Out of bounds, incomplete. The Jets hold, no flags. It is 4th down, and the clock showing 0. Rookie Mike Nugent will kick off for the Jets as we start our second half, and Rock Alexander, who's from the state of Colorado, from the 1-yard line for the Denver Broncos, and he was brought down nicely on the play by rookie Kerry Rhodes, a 24-yard return. It is 1st down and 10 from the 23, Rod Smith, who was brought down on the play by the rookie Rhodes. No changes defensively from the starters for the Jets on defense, and Anderson rams his way into Reed at the 39, gain of 2. Defensive line begins the second half on a 2nd and 8 for Plummer, with the blitz coming on from Rose, and down he goes. Adams, the 3rd receiver, with Lee and Smith, and that's off the fingertips of Adams, who is covered by Vilma.
Plays.
Todd Sauerbrunn to punt, the top 10 punters in the National Football League. Jericho Kachary is back there waving it off, and fair caught back at the 22-yard line. Starters both out there to begin the second half for the Jets offense. Denver's defense, it goes to McCarron's again on 1st and 10. Ian Gold makes the grab, 29-yard line, down and 4. Testaverde gets a good block and throws, and Laverne is Coles with the grab right in front of the rookie Williams. The gain is to the 43, a 15-yard pickup and a Jets 1st down. Blocked by Gregg, and then Courtney Brown squeezes through and knocks down Vinny. It's an incomplete pass. Officially. There's a block by Soul in time for Testaverde, and on the money, and a 3rd reception made by McCarron's, who was brought down by Champ Bailey, the ex-Redskin. 1st and 10. And Testaverde going deep and looking for McCarron's, who is covered by the rookie Darrent Williams. And this is Lavernius Coles, a third-round pick a couple years ago out of Florida State. The fake to Martin. And Testaverde with time, and it is intercepted on the play. It's John Lynch. The second half possession, 1st and 10. This is Bell, who was tripped up by Ellis, fallen upon by Robertson. He's out to the 23, picking up 6 yards. Bell is in the backfield and gets the call from Plummer. A block by Johnson. Nice block by Ben Hamilton, who was pulling, and he's tackled by Sellison, who knocks him out of bounds at the 30. Place of Eric Coleman in the secondary for the Jets. It's a first down with Anderson taking the place of Bell, and the tackle is made by Reed on the line. Gain of 4 out to the 33. Tackle George Foster, second down, long 6. Dump it outside. It's caught by Anderson, who played at Utah, and he's tackled by Reed and Abraham at about the 36 on a gain of 2. The third receiver is Adams out of Hofstra for Jake Plummer. The ball was batted down. A flag is down. The deflected ball was not caught in the second half.
Personal foul, shot block, 38, offense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, 4th down.
Time Pro Bowler Todd Sauerbrunn will punt. Hatchery is deep back for the New York Jets. And under it at the 20-yard line. And hit by Patrick Chukwura, the ex-Minnesota Viking, at the 32-yard line. Gregg with the block in time for Testaverde, and the pass to Coles is incomplete. The coverage by the linebacker Gold.
Is Cliff Kingsbury.
Marco Coleman is on that defensive line on that 2nd and 10. There was a great drive in the backfield, and it was Nick Ferguson who threw Martin for a loss of about a yard on the play. 10. Hatchery is the third receiver for Testaverde. Here they come. Chased by Gerard Warren. And the pass is intercepted by Bailey. Was he inbounds? Yes, he was. What an interception by Champ Bailey.
But on this one, definitely by the defense.
They take Anderson and make him a wide receiver as Plummer is brought down by Victor Hobson. Mike Anderson. A block by Hamilton. And a tackle made by Celestin in the secondary at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Adams is the other wide receiver with Smith. The lead block by Hamilton. And a charging Mike Anderson takes it to the 31-yard line, where he's brought down by Vilma. A flag, in fact, 2 separate flags are thrown.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Offside, 63, defense.
Robertson.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, 72, offense.
Foster.
By rule, the 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot and replay 3rd down.
Field. Plummer caught by Adams, who was grabbed by Celestin at the 38-yard line, but shy of a first down by a couple yards. And Plummer with the good block by Lepsis. Here goes Plummer diving ahead, lost the ball, and I think it's been vacuumed in at the 31-yard line by the Jets, and New York has got it. Yeah, nope. Yep. The Jets have the ball. Jets offensive line, the starters are in there. There's a pass which is caught by McCarrans out of Northern Illinois, belted by Foxworth as they're going with 5 in the secondary. 10, officially at the 44. Testaverde moving up again, tossing it off to Curtis Martin, who is grabbed by Gold today.
Holding, 79, offense. 10-yard penalty, replay the down.
Yards to go from the 34. Lavernius Coles, the all-pro player back in 03, tries to wend his way upfield. Foxworth and Veal bring him down at the 38 on a gain of 3 yards. It's back on the defensive line to start. 2nd down and 16. It goes from Testaverde to Coles, who's drilled by Lynch, 45-yard line. Lavernius makes the grab. His progress to the 43. It's a pickup of 18 and a Jets first down. In the place of Darren Williams at the corner. 1st and 10 handoff. And this is Curtis Martin, who's grabbed by 3-time Pro Bowler Al Wilson out of Tennessee. The gain to the 40. It's a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7 at the 40 for Testaverde. And going deep and looking for McCarrans, and incomplete in the end zone. Foxworth was over there along with Lynch coming over from the safety.
Can't have that many guys in the middle.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Gregg was moving. He was leaning backward, a body that big. Leaning in one direction is hard to stop. It was a free agent.
74, offense, 5-yard penalty, still third down.
And Testaverde lofting it and looking for Coles, who was tagged on the play by Darren Williams.
It's a torn pectoral muscle.
Graham's left-footed punt has great hang time, which Williams will let sit. And again, great English. This guy is something else. They're going to down it at the 1-yard line, 49-yard punt. Wouldn't that take the place of Coleman in the secondary? 1st and 10 handoff. Mike Anderson, flag thrown.
Holding, 93, defense,
Reed.
5-yard penalty at the end of the run, automatic first down.
Out of Auburn, 15-yard line, 1st and 10. Great fake by Plummer. Winding up. Oh, he's got a wide open receiver, Lallee, who had to slow down the gain to the 37. How was he so wide open? To the 50-yard pass to Lallee. And the end around goes to Adams out of Hofstra. Chased by Abraham, knocked out of bounds by Celestin. The gain is 3:33. Handoff to Mike Anderson. Looked like Reed was the one to meet him head on to the 29-yard line with the gain of 4. Plummer gives off to Anderson. Great play by Jonathan Vilma, who is the 2nd leading tackler in the National Football League, and back is Zach Thomas of Miami by Elam, the 3-time Pro Bowler. Right down the middle. 1st and 10. Dumping it out to Gerald Soule on him very quickly. Ebenezer Ekuban, who played 5 years with Dallas, then Cleveland now. Outside, that's caught by Dreesen, the rookie out of Colorado State, and the tight end is thrown out of bounds by Williams and by Ian Gold. It's a balls at the 38. They dump it out where it's caught by Martin, who is knocked down by Wilson at the 41. Good for a first down. Foxworth has come in for Bailey. It's a 1st and 10 for Testaverde. And this is Cedric Houston, for the first time received the 6th-round rookie draft pick out of Tennessee, who's brought down by Gold. Field for Martin. And Testaverde throws. That's a catch by McCarrons, who is grabbed by Foxworth. Starters on that line defensively for the Broncos. They come charging at Testaverde. That ball is incomplete, not out of bounds. It ends for the New York Jets. Oh, and he's fumbled the ball again. It's got Michael Myers all over it. The hit by Gerard Warren and by Ian Gold. 5 turnovers for Herm Edwards. Jets today. He's the only non-starter on the Jet defensive line. 1st and 10. Here comes Anderson. There's a good block by Alexander, the tight end, which opens up the run to the 45-yard line, and a tackle on the play by Rhodes, a gain of 15 yards. 2 tight ends for the Broncos, and this is Mike Anderson. And brought down by Celestin and by Hobson. 2nd down, 7 from the 42. Putzier is a receiver at the top of the screen, but Plummer's going to go the other way, and he's going to look for Lallee. Extra defensive back is in there for the Jets, and here comes Anderson, who was belted on the play by Kerry Rhodes. 10. Sapp, who is undrafted, runs into a pile of Jet defenders. He's out of Colorado State. He's Denver drive, 2nd down and 7. Cecil Sapp running in to nail him. He's in the secondary of the Jets and finally brought down by Justin Miller and by Mark Brown. Jet 21. Cecil Sapp. And he's down to about the 18-yard line and a gain of 3. And again, gang tackle down there. Brown was around him, and Brian Thomas. 2nd down and 7. Mike Anderson, the ex-Marine, charging his way past the 15.
More what Denver's done.
3rd down and 2. With the tackle made by Vilma on Mike Brown, who tried to submarine his way for the first. He had no gain on the play. There's Anderson in the backfield. And the handoff with the block by Johnson. Vilma tried to trip him up, but finally Rhodes got him down. After Anderson plows for the first down and a gain of 3. Sapp is in for Anderson. Cecil Sapp the call. He's never had a touchdown in his career. Climbing to the 5. Sapp is in, gets the call, the Johnson block, and Cecil Sapp is driven backwards, hammered by Coleman and by Vilma, and perhaps a late shove or 2 after the play, gain of 2.
Year for the Jets, as it has this year.
2 tight ends, third down and goal, and Mike Anderson crawling in with his third touchdown run today. A 3-yard climb into the end zone. Phoenix, Mike was taking care of the kids, and during training camp, as the extra point by Elam goes in. 3 last week in Carolina. They didn't think it could get much worse, but for the Jets it has. The kickoff after the Anderson touchdown run. Miller a couple yards deep and brought down on the play by Green at the 22-yard line for the Broncos. Testaverde remains 23-yard line. Houston was at his side in the gun. They go outside, and it is caught by Dante Ridgway. 2nd down and 1. And the throw by Testaverde incomplete for McCarrons, who is curling around and covered on the play. He's out of Maryland, undrafted. Testaverde outside. Hatchery knocked out of bounds by Cox. 36-yard line. They get the first down. 1st and 10. And the flag is down.
False start, 74, offense, 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
And Kendall, a veteran quarterback on this team.
1st and 15, a low snap by Kendall, and Testaverde just throws it away.
I don't think anybody here is a starter next year.
Testaverde will throw into 5 in the secondary, or will he? Down he goes. Marco Coleman was right there. They call it a sack on at 2nd and 15, and Vinny is holding on to his leg. The 25. Kingsbury with his first NFL pass batted down by Michael Myers out of Alabama.
And then they went to Vinny and they went to Kingsbury.
4th and 21. And that pass intended for Dante Ridgway was caught, but shy of a first down.
So it puts him 8th now all time?
It's an amazing streak. Here's a guy that consecutive game. They're 8th in the last 9. They've won 8 consecutive games at home dating back to last season.